Here's your garlic scapes. Let me take you out to my garlic patch and show you what's going on with my garlic. Here's what they look like on the plant. This isn't my garlic patch. I have garlics coming up in various places. I'm just going to pluck this off. They're easy to pick, because I've had planted garlic in different spots, different years, and you know, you think you get all of them when you harvest, but I find I always miss some. I see I have, this is off track here, but I see I have some strawberries. Pluck the stem off of this one because it's going to go right in my mouth. Yummy. I think they're kind of cute looking, don't you? All right, let's get out to my garlic patch. Headed out here, and I need to stop it. I seem to have a rock in my shoe. I'll fix that before I walk back across the lawn. But here's my garlic patch. And they say that if you pick all those scapes off of there, when they pop up, I got them all off of that part over there. I didn't have my camera with me, or I would have filmed it. And this area right in here closest to us, so far I haven't seen any scapes on these plants, and I'm not sure why. I think all garlics, hardneck, I think these are all hardnecks. I think they all come with scapes, but, I mean, grow scapes, but like I said, oh, here's one. Okay, there we go. They're easy to miss. I think I got, oh, that smells so good. Oh, I see another one I missed. All right. And what that's going to do then with these garlics, it's going to help the garlic concentrate its energy on making the garlic bulbs bigger. So these are kind of bent over here, I think, between my husband stepping on them a month or so ago and wind. But you can see they're nice thick stalks. Let's kind of dig down in here and we can see. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice big one. Let me kind of cover that back up there. Let it grow some more. But those are gonna look nice. I got them from Hood River Garlic. I'm not sure that's the exact name of it. I'd have to look it up. But if you look up for Hood River Garlic, that's what they specialize in, is selling garlic. And I wanted something local. Hood River's in Oregon, and I'm in Oregon. So I will soon be harvesting these. Notice some of the leaves are starting to turn dark, dry up already. But when they get more dried up, I will come out, pull up all the garlics. Once I get them pulled up, then I lay them out to dry, to season, or I forget the exact word. Before I can bring them in the house, they kind of have to dry so that as I store them, they don't have a lot of moisture. They don't have an unordinary amount of moisture in them. I have some garlics over here too. Let me see if I see another scape that I missed. Yes, okay. Good. There's just a few over here. The ones over on this side were just planted from garlics that I had left over from last year. I see my bird bath has fallen over. We'll see if I can get hubby to come out and fix it. Although I probably could do it. God, I wish grass wouldn't grow. I don't want it. Other than that, this area is pretty. Oh, my daisies are starting to bloom. Isn't that pretty? Lots going on today. Pendleton Electric is here installing an air conditioning system in our bedroom. We have a bigger one out in the living room, but in the bedroom we've always just had a kind you put in the window. And as we get older, it just gets harder and harder to put that in and out. So we're installing the what do you call it, a mini split, something like that. Well, I'm going to wander, since I showed you my garlic, this video was just about the garlic really, but since I've got you, your undivided attention, I'll just do kind of a little bit of a quick walkthrough on some of my stuff. This is out on what I call the mound, and these are ground cherry plants for the most part, and some onions. My onions on the edge that you can go back and find a video that shows me planting them. Onions are looking good, and all kinds of calendulas coming up there. California poppies, dahlia, cosmo, a sedum of some sort. My pansies. Let's see if oh, you know what? I thought I was showing you all that, and I was actually looking at me here. Let me turn you around so you can actually see what I'm showing you. Okay, so I'll start that over. For the most part, ground cherries. And onions. I have one little sweet potato plant in there. Okay. The onions I was talking about. The poppies, the dahlia, the cosmo, the calendulas, the pansy, the borage. Ooh, and the bees love the borage. It's a buzzy sound right around the boards. The boards are, that's good. There I have a echinacea plant, a couple of dahlia plants, more calendulas. Oh, and I was going to show you oh, I've got a bloom on a bean. Okay. Let's see if I can zero in on that. Bloom. There it is. It's not totally bloomed yet, but it's coming out. My tomato plants are getting tall, and I thought I saw a bloom on one of them, several of them the other day. I don't know if they've, oh, I see bloom. I'm not sure if they've created any tomatoes yet or not. I'll have to take a closer look. My corn is definitely knee-high by the 4th of July, since this is only the 17th of June.
You're good now.
The other thing I wanted to show you is that my lilies are starting to bloom. Isn't that pretty? The rest of them will be blooming probably in a week, a few days to a week. The onions over here aren't as healthy looking, but they're doing okay. This area just isn't as fertile. Well, partly because I haven't worked on it as much. Yesterday I brought this out and planted. It's mostly squash and cucumbers in that, with some various other things at the top. Replanted cucumbers to replace the ones that disappeared. I put stuff on them to keep them from being eaten up this time, hopefully. So my snapdragons are pretty. A little, I think that's a Johnny jump up. Back to talking about garlic. I believe I planted my garlic in October, and that's really when you want to plant your garlic, is in the fall, when after it's cooled off, after the heat of the summer, and when it starts getting cold, as long as you can still work the ground to get the plants in. Here, I don't know, on normal winters, our ground doesn't actually get frozen per se. However, the things on top of the ground might. But I plant the garlic, one clove in each spot where I want a garlic, and then I cover that all up with mulch. And in the springtime, when it starts to get warm, they start growing. And depending on what kind of mulch I put on, I may need to move the mulch a little bit. What I put on last time, they just grew right through it, so it was fine. And then, like I said, in just a few weeks now, a couple weeks maybe, these will be ready to harvest. And boy, my hands smell good after picking those scapes. I'm glad there were still a few there so that I could show you, since I didn't take the camera with me when I pulled the majority of them out. Picked the majority of the scapes off of all those garlics. I've got them in the refrigerator. Last night I did lazy girl supper, which means I opened a package of chicken top ramen. But I chopped up a scape, well, 3 scapes actually, put it in with the top ramen, and it was quite good. Well, that's it for this time around. All my Shed War comrades, go, Team Will It Grow, and good luck to you guys in the other team. Now, good luck to everybody, actually. It's kind of a competition, but we still all band together to help the world know how to grow gardens, how to be self-sufficient. So, check out my other Shed Wars videos. If it's specific for the competition, it will say SHEDWARS21 gardening, and then whatever other name I want to put on it. If it's not specific for the competition, it will have the SHEDWARS21, but then it'll just say whatever I'm talking about, like a garden tour or a weigh-in or whatever. Only the ones that I label with gardening will be counted for the competition, as I understand the rules. And the rules have kind of modified over time, so it's a little tricky to keep up with them, but I believe that's how it all goes. And there are new categories that we can use for Shed Wars other than SHEDWARS21 also. So check out Will It Grow's webpage and Homestead Aquarius's webpage too, for YouTube channel is what I meant to say, to find out what all the rules are. And if you're not part of Shed Wars this year, there's always next year. Keep track of us and how we do. It's fun being in a collaboration like this. So I will see you all on my next video, whether it be Shed Wars or whether it just be a regular video. Until then, may the good Lord richly bless you.